The Diamondback water snake is the largest of the water snakes. They are found within the Gulf Coast states from Texas to Georgia, as well as following the Mississippi River all the way up to Illinois. These snakes are commonly seen in and around rivers, but also occasionally occupy other areas of water. A non-venomous snake, it is occasionally misidentified as a water moccasin. These are among the largest snakes in the US, commonly attaining lengths of 5 to 6 feet long, and some say they could get even bigger. I've caught a handful of these snakes in between that length. My objective is to find and catch and show you one of these snakes of at least 5 feet in length. My mission starts in Covington, Louisiana, on the Bogue Falaya River. Here I implement a rather unorthodox way of finding snakes, though it is one of my favorite ways to find them. In the heat of summer, I, along with many others, like to cool off by swimming in the river. But I found that if you swim along the riverbank, you can find snakes, particularly diamondback water snakes, basking in the trees and sometimes swimming in the river.
Okay. Oh, snakeskin. We got a snakeskin here. Yep, that is a water snake. Oh, look at, we got, is that two sheds or is that one of the same? It might be two. It's looking like it could be two different sheds. Definitely a water snake. Let's see if we can pull it out here. You gotta be very delicate with snake skins, they're very brittle. And if you ever find a snake skin in the wild, then the snake is usually still pretty close, or generally close by. Because snake skins don't last very long in the wild, normally don't last more than 2-3 days. But that is definitely a water snake shed. We got diamondbacks around there, broad-banded and banded water snakes. I don't think I've seen yellow bellies around here though, so this could, from the size of it, it could be a diamondback. And then there's another piece of shed here, and I don't think it's the same shed. I think this is actually a different shed, so we could have two potential snakes in the area, and that one is also a water snake as well. So we could have some, we should have some snakes in the area. Hey, buddy. What's up? I was able to sneak right up on this turtle. This is a river cooter, I believe. Yeah, this is a river cooter. I was able to sneak right up on them. These turtles get pretty big. They look a lot like slider turtles, but their eyes are a little bit different. They lack the red ear, and the inside of their beak is different as well from a slider. They've got these points inside their beak that makes it look like they have teeth. This is not a turtle you want to get bit by. I want to see, no, this is not going to display that for us. But yeah, I was able to get sneak right up on this turtle who's having himself a little nap. All right, buddy, I'll put you back. Get back on the hunt for diamondbacks. Oh, we have a snake. We've got a little diamondback sitting in the tree. Let's see if we can get him. Oh no! Ah! Man! Ah! Man, I missed him! Damn! Ah! How'd I miss him? How'd I miss him? I misanticipated where he was gonna jump. Jumped the complete opposite direction. Man, all right. Well, there wasn't the giant we were looking for though. But we did get a pretty good look at him. And that's not the snake that left the shed either. That was a different snake. So you've got some, you should have some pretty decent snake activity around here. It's a green snake. It's a green snake. Look at that. Look at that little dude right there. That is a northern rough green snake, or some people just call them rough green snakes. But the subspecies particularly is the northern rough green snakes that we get here in Louisiana. I haven't caught one of these guys in ages, in a dog's age. And that is exactly how you'll find some of these snakes sometimes. They hang around the water, and they're kind of like our version of the vine snake. Look at the way he's sticking out his tongue. They pretty much act like our southern version of the vine snake. They are mostly arboreal snakes, but they will hang around water's edges like this. And this is by far the smallest one that I have caught thus far. Wow. I've never caught a green snake like this. I've only ever caught water snakes and one king snake. Looking for snakes like this. I just heard some rustling and a tail disappear up here. I was expecting to see a ribbon snake. Look at him. Look at this little dude. Now they get up to about 3 feet long max. Maybe a bump bigger, but these are generally small, very slender snakes, and generally inoffensive. As you can see, he's very he's not biting. Of course, they are non-venomous, and they mainly feed on insects. They're going to be insect eaters. Maybe a tree frog or two, maybe tree frogs and cricket frogs, but they are predominantly insectivorous. And lots of people will call these grass snakes. Sometimes people will find these in their yards in the grass, and they call them grass snakes, and that's incorrect, because that would lead to confusion, as there is a snake in Europe that is called a grass snake. This is the rough green snake. Isn't he a beaut? Oh, there's another turtle right there. Let's see. Pull him out here. Oh, back up. Oh, got him. And that is a razorback musk turtle. These are a very common turtle to see on our southern river systems. Musk turtles get their name because usually when they're caught, they emit this very musky odor, very stinky odor. They're also called stink pots. Razorback musk turtles don't stink as bad as their common cousin, the common musk turtle. And they get their name because they've got this pronounced ridge that goes along their back here. It's not very pronounced in this individual. These turtles are often mistaken for snapping turtles because of that really big logger head. But main difference is a snapping turtle has a much longer tail, and these guys have a stubby little tail. And these guys don't get nearly as big. They're predominantly scavengers. I usually catch these guys whenever I'm fishing on bottom for like catfish and gar and stuff. So scavengers, dead fish, stuff like that. I believe they also eat mollusks like snails, maybe even small clams. We've got freshwater clams in this river as well. And we're gonna send him on his way. There he goes.